And welcome back to Consumer Update. Well, this is the perfect time of year to do a little spring cleaning around the house. But what if there was one place to call to handle cleaning your entire flooring needs? Well, joining me today is Chris Halsey from Stanley Steamer. Well, it's the perfect time of year for you to come because I gotta tell you, I am dealing with allergies or getting ready to, and as a mom, it's kind of a scary thing.
It really is, Kelly. Good morning.
Good morning.
You know, it's interesting. I have allergy sufferers at home as well, and I'm telling you, we are constantly deep cleaning the house. Every surface I can think of, it's important to try to hit everything that we can because we never know what's going to trigger my son Jackson. We never know what's going to trigger my wife. So the trick is staying on top of it, constantly cleaning. And not just surface cleaning, but deep cleaning. That's the trick.
And I have to ask you what deep cleaning is because like I said, I've been dealing with it when it's your own allergies, like I've dealt with it all my life and I've just kind of when it's your kids, you start to go, well, maybe I should try something different. And it's amazing how that works. But when you say deep cleaning, I mean, I vacuum, I clean my floors, I dust all the time with the little dust feathers. You know, what am I doing wrong? Because I don't seem to, you know, their allergies are acting up outside, but I walk inside and their allergies are acting up inside too.
Sure. Well, the house is active during the day. Think about it that way. It's no different than our kids. They're active during the day. So is the house. So it's alive and breathing and doing its thing. And then as the house tends to go to sleep, everybody's inactive. All of those allergens begin to settle out into the surfaces. They settle into the upholstery, into the carpet. They're picked up in the HVAC and the air duct system. So all of those surfaces are contaminated, if you will. And would you believe that a recent study was done that proves that this is why I'm excited to be here today. Stanley Steamer, their process can remove 97% of the surface allergens.
Really?
Really, really. And that is a staggering number.
That is. I'm kind of going, okay, okay.
I've been doing this for nearly 2 decades with Stanley Steamer. And for years, our customers have told us what a great job we did because their son was an allergy sufferer or they had someone in the house who had an issue with respiratory illness. And when we came in and deep cleaned their house, they loved it because they could feel the physical difference that we made in their house. And now it's proven that 97% is removed with that process.
So now you have the numbers for those non-believers that we want to see the numbers. So now you have it. Well, that is exciting. So you guys brought some things here today to kind of walk us through, I guess, tips that we can actually do things ourselves to cut down on the allergies. Besides having you guys come in and wipe out 97%.
That's right.
But there's also takes maintenance too.
It does. So let's think about it in terms of what surfaces you're trying to maintain in the house. It's no different than maintaining yourself. You brush your teeth, right? You take care of your body. So that requires constant maintenance. It's a routine. And let's think about it in terms of top to bottom cleaning.
Okay. Okay.
Your air ducts are in the ceilings for the most part. They catch a lot of those allergens. So if we were to change our air filters on a regular basis, obviously that's first and foremost.
How often is regular?
Oh gosh, at least once a month. Keep an eye on them.
You were going to say that. I don't do that.
And that depends on the type of air filter you're using, Kelly. If you're using a high efficiency filter, then of course it could go longer. But the bottom line is really just keeping an eye on it. Marking your calendars, making sure that those are changed regularly. And then we think about as that soil or that allergen falls out of the sky in the house, if you will, out from the ceiling, out of those vents, it settles into upholstery and drapes. That's something that most of our customers don't think about.
No, I don't think I've cleaned my drapes since I've moved to my house.
Window treatments are pretty, and for the most part, they collect a lot of dust. And you know, a lot of that dust is unseen, and it's amazing how much we can pull out. So it goes from the drapes to the upholstery. The upholstery needs to be vacuumed, gosh, at least once a week. You need to stay on top of those things.
You're making more work for me. You coming on the show is making more work. Or I can just call you and get it done in 2 seconds.
You certainly can, and that's what we specialize in. We can handle everything from the air ducts to those drapes to the upholstery and, of course, the flooring, the carpet, the tile and grout. The grout is so porous. It grabs all of that soil and just traps it. And you're mopping alone.
Mopping alone. You would not think of that.
No, it's not going to take it out of there. So it's very interesting when you really start to look at the entire picture of what's going on in your house. Beyond that, we have wood floor cleaning as well. And again, the deep cleaning process is what we pride ourselves in. It's never a surface cleaning with Stanley Steamer. So we're going to come out and we're going to give it that deep cleaning that you just can't get to with normal stuff that you buy at the store.
And what does that involve?
Well, normally on carpet and upholstery cleaning, we use a safe, non-toxic cleaning solution. It's for the most part water-based.
Okay.
It's pressurized, so it takes away the soil and the dirt and the allergens from those surfaces, and it's flushed away with our deep, heavy vacuum. So it pulls it all out of the house. Nothing is being recirculated or moved from one surface to another. And you mentioned feather dusters earlier.
Yeah.
You know, the roadmap for cleaning the house definitely wouldn't include the feather duster, because unfortunately that's just taking it off of the countertop and it's going to another surface. So you're right about that.
Yeah, cleaning's not my thing, clearly. I'm learning that. You also have mats, which I thought was kind of odd when you came into the studio and you're bringing in mats. Tell us why you brought mats.
Well, I brought mats only because they're important to keep this stuff where it should be, which is outside in the first place. So these are step-off mats. Stanley Steamer produces these mats, and they're a little bit different because they trap the dirt, the allergens, and the soil, and as you wipe your feet, it goes down, sort of as a filter.
Let's say people can't feel this. It's actually an interesting mat. I've never had one like this in my house. And maybe that's the reason that the allergies come right inside, and my kids are just as sick inside as they are outside, and sometimes clearly maybe more often.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get you a couple of these then.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
You know, and as you wipe your feet, it takes them away from the surface. So if 2 or 3 people are coming into the home, it's going to keep a clean place to wipe your feet. So it doesn't just trap it and keep it at the surface for someone else to bring into the house. Very important to maintain the amount of soil coming in, or manage that soil coming in.
Now, obviously, with kids and pets, you mentioned that it was non-toxic, and I just really want to stress that. It's safe for my animals. It's safe for my kids. Anything that you guys do.
100%. We pride ourselves in bringing a product to the house and a service that when we leave your home, we want to know that we cleaned it just as well as we'd clean our own house.
And how quick is the turnaround? Obviously, you guys are doing a lot of cleaning. It would take me months to do that. How quickly do you guys come in and do that?
We can do everything in one day, in one visit, usually. From time to time, depending on the size of the house and the nature of the job, it may take more than one visit, but for the most part, we pride ourselves on same-day service for all of these years. Yay. We can come out today when you call us, and we can normally get the average job done in one day. Within just a couple of hours, your home can be free of allergens.
See, and that's just amazing, 97% free.
Huge number.
That's amazing. It's like, I hate to say it's a no-brainer.
Yeah, and it kind of
really
is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the beauty is when Stanley Steamer comes out, we now can hinge it upon the actual data that's proven by an independent study. So it's not just us touting that, it's true.
Okay, so how do they find you?
Oh, 1-800-STEAMER.
It's easy.
StanleySteamer.com, and you can call any 1-800-STEAMER will take you through to a local office, and you can schedule right through, and they're happy to help with all of your questions.
Well, I will definitely be calling, so thanks again for coming on the show, and we'll have more right after this short break. I can't believe